Ever since then, I've been afraid of toilets. So, anyway, it's episode 33. It's July 15th. It's a Thursday show on a Sunday. Back-to-back days, back-to-back episodes. We're just cranking out free content that maybe people will listen to if they want on their way to work this week. You got a Monday and a Tuesday thing to listen to now. Or if you just want to do on the way there on Monday or the way back.
Yeah, or you could even listen on Wednesday if you want. I'm not going to stop you.
Fuck it. You know, listen whenever you want.
Yeah, whenever you want.
Listen. But anyway, if you want to listen, if you keep listening, please just leave us a review or something. There have been no reviews at all, but from what I'm hearing from private banter, I guess is good things. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You don't leave. You could leave us a review, or you could just be like, "Hey, I like the show. Like that. Yeah. That one thing you said was funny. I kind of laughed at that one thing you said."
Yeah, exactly. That'll help. But anyway, Tones, how you doing?
Doing good, man.
Good.
Living life, cashing checks, snapping necks, you know.
Oof. All right, good. Same, I guess, in a way. Not the snapping necks part.
But I'm not really cashing checks either.
Neither am I. I'm broke. Broke as shit. Classic. Well, not broke. We still have TVG. We still have more spending to do. But anyway, all right. So we have our Thursday show, which means, of course, we're going to be talking flicks, and we have, of course, our world famous segments. But first, we have some news.
Is it good or bad?
Well, depends who you ask. If you ask me, it's good news. If you ask Papa John, might not be so good news because Papa John's founder, John Schnatter, has announced he will step down as chairman of the pizza chain after Forbes reported his use of the N-word during a May conference call. Ouch. Schnatter had stepped down from CEO in December, so now Papa John is pretty much completely out of the picture. But everything about his entire face is all over the company. He is the pizza.
Yeah, he's in all the commercials. He's the one that shows up to your house and tries to eat pizza with you.
Better pizza, better ingredients, Papa John. Or whatever it is.
I don't know. It's the marketing ski. You right there?
Yeah, I dropped my phone. I got it.
Okay. All right. Biggest marketing scam to like say all these better ingredients. We were talking about this before. They're probably the worst of like the fast food pizza places.
They're terrible.
Yeah,
they're absolutely terrible.
The only thing they give you is a little banana peppers. I like those. And
they give you
dipping sauce is good too. But
because they've been the official pizza of the NFL forever now. So now it's Pizza Hut because he blamed kneeling in his downward spiral of sales, which was a mistake, I guess. Yeah. And now, I mean, he's unemployed. But I'll tell you, the best thing that they have going for them is that they're everywhere. So we ordered from them like 3 days out of every 7 during senior year of college because they were so close and they had the deals and you could just order for delivery. Like there's no Domino's. If there's Domino's nearby, we would have ordered from them. But they sacrifice quality by having quantity, you know?
Yeah. And to be fair, I mean, pizza is pizza. Bad pizza, I'm still going to eat bad pizza. So it's not going to stop me. But it's like I'd rather have like either like a real pizza place or Domino's. The only one that I'll say is probably worse is Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Out of like the big ones.
That's like fucking DiGiorno pizza, like in a pizza oven. You know, they're just frozen pizza.
Wouldn't even call it that. It's just like they just put cheese on like the bottom of the pizza box and it's like, here, eat this.
Yeah. They're fast and ready, though. You don't have to wait. Yeah. That's the thing. They're all about convenience.
You get a $5 large pizza, which you can't go wrong with.
No. I mean, that's a great deal. But fucking Domino's has that, too. They have the $5.99 carryout deal, which I take care. I do that all the time, dude. It is when you're like really down in the dumps on money, like that's big if you live near a Domino's. I'm just going to go pick up a large 2-topping pizza for $5.99. And then like that'll last me for dinner tonight, lunch tomorrow, and dinner tomorrow. That's a big deal.
$6, yeah. I mean, pizza itself is probably the biggest scam. Like a large pizza does not cost more than like $1.50 to make.
Yeah, but it just, you know, you could do it better than other people. So you always want to like find the best slice. You know?
That's what I totally agree. But I was saying like these pizza places, like especially like the real ones, you get like a large pie is like $15-$20. Costs them $1.50 to make. Like they're making so much money off that pizza, but you're willing to pay for it because it's delicious.
Exactly. And they deliver it to you, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just no matter what, like if you're with a group of 5 people, even if you're with a vegan, they'll have pizza.
No, can't eat the cheese.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
And if they're vegan, they're probably gluten-free too. So they're not eating that crust. Just listen, we're like, so I had these 2 friends, my 2 buddies that live in Florida, right? I went to go visit them about a year ago, and I went down there, and they were both on like a little vegan cleanse, like a little temporary. For like a couple weeks, they were trying to
So you
just
just
like,
try it out. Okay.
well, not even try it out, just kind of like flush the system, to get rid of all like the toxins, what have you. And it just happened to be while I was down there visiting them, and like
Oh,
everywhere we went, it was the worst. They're like, "Do you have a vegan? Do you have vegan options?" If they didn't, we had to go to like another fucking place. I was like, "I just want a goddamn cheeseburger," and then you assholes are making me go to all these fucking.
what's is the point? I mean, like, was their point to lose weight and get in shape, or was it to avoid eating animals?
No, it definitely wasn't about the animal part. It was just like the health.
Oh, so then what?
Yeah.
Just like eat salad.
Yeah, well, no, that's what they would have to do. But like sometimes they would have, like an egg-based dressing or certain toppings in the certain things that. So they just had to go. Like we just couldn't go to certain places. Like if we were planning on going to one place, they called like, "Hey, do you have any vegan options?" And like, "No, okay, let's try this place." And it's just like
Well, these guys sound like they're morons, to be honest. I mean, like if they're not like the only reason that people are vegans is because they're terrified of eating live animals. Like they look at a pig and they just want to cry out of sympathy. I'm just like, fuck that. Have you had bacon?
Yeah,
Like,
no, it wasn't. It was like I said, it was a temporary thing. They went into it as a temporary thing. Let's do this for like 2-3 weeks, just like flush out the system of like all the bad shit from like the meat and the dairy or whatever, and then just go back at a later. I don't know. It was dumb. It was dumb regardless. And I said that to them when I was down there, and it was a huge pain in the ass. But yeah, fuck vegans.
yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine. I am the most carnivorous guy you'll ever meet. Like, if there's no meat, then there's no me. I'm not interested.
Yeah,
You know?
no, I agree. I mean, I'll eat some things, some vegetables, but like it's only if they're like put in front of me. If I order a meal that comes with them, I'll eat them. But I'm not gonna like go make steamed fucking broccoli right now.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
I've never made broccoli once in my life. I mean, it just looks awful. I mean, I've had it and it's terrible, obviously. But like, just to like go out of your way, like I should eat this, like to go through the process of cooking it yourself. No, the only time I'll get broccoli, like you just said, if it comes on the side with like a steak from Outback. Like,
yeah,
maybe
or like Chinese food. I'll eat Chinese food broccoli if they got like.
That's probably terrible for you.
It probably is, but it tastes.
They probably have a bag of broccoli in the back that they don't even close, and they just like left overnight, like on the counter, and forgot to put it in the fridge.
And they just throw it in a pan, throw some gooey sauce on it,
up, dump some oil on it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's our bad news. So Papa John is pretty much confirmed a racist, so he's just like out. But his face is going to be on every pizza box that there is. His defense was that he was forced into using it as like an example for training purposes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, he didn't say it towards somebody. Like he didn't
say anything maliciously, but like in this climate, you can't.
No, you definitely can't. Especially when you're Papa fucking John and you're all over the fucking place.
Like I could get away with it with reading rap lyrics, and like one or two people will complain, so you can't do that. And I'm like, oh, all right, I didn't know that. It wasn't anything racist. It was just me reading lyrics that somebody else wrote.
Wait,
are you
sympathizing with Papa John right now?
No. I'm saying it's totally different from what he's doing.
Okay.
I'm reading lyrics. He's using it as an example in a training exercise. Like that's different.
It's a little aggressive.
Like in the training exercise, like let's talk about discrimination. You cannot say the word beep. Like that's when it's like, dude, I know what the word is. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna be up in arms. So yeah, he's done. And the pizza sucks. And I can only see it going way downhill from this point. Obviously, it's unless they do what Domino's did and knock the entire fucking thing down, come up with the new Papa, maybe Papa Tom.
That's another thing. Papa John, like I knew there was something up with this guy from the start. The fact his name is John Schnattner, and he's trying to fucking run out. Like,
you know that this whole time his name was Jet.
I did, I did. I knew he wasn't like. I'm sure he's like part Italian, but like you expect like Tony Soprano to walk out, like when you hear Papa John, and then it's just this fucking clown.
Yeah, Papa. I just knew him as Papa.
I'm pretty sure he's got a lot of plastic surgery done too. I don't know. He looks a little fishy. Something going on with him.
Well, he is fishy, and he's been exposed as a racist, basically. So you're not going to be hearing from him anymore. Peyton got out of there fast.
Good. I don't want to hear from him.
Good. I'm Team Domino's all the way when it comes to. I would be Team Pizza Hut for sure, but like the only one I'm never close enough to a Pizza Hut where they'll deliver to me ever, no matter what. It was never in college, high school, middle school, even now. I've had it recently. I had to go pick it up myself, and it was a drive. It was a hike.
Yeah. It's upsetting, man, because like all I want is some pizzones. I just want to try a pizzone. I've heard about these pizzones. I don't know what they are.
Have you ever had their stuffed crust pizza?
No. Like
I mean, like
there's none around me either. Like I've never lived near them either. So I don't.
exactly. That's unbelievable. These fucking assholes at Pizza Hut, they're the opposite of Papa John's. They advertise just as much, maybe even more, but unlike Papa John's, they're nowhere. They're nowhere to be found.
They're probably just like in middle America, like, you know, like not along the coast, like where we stay. Like a lot of like, you know, you see places like Hardee's and Jack in the Box, like those places. I've never seen one of those in person, but they're out there. There's commercials all over the place.
They're in like the real middle of nowhere places, like you just said.
Right. So that's what I'm guessing Pizza Hut's doing, because I've never I've had Pizza Hut a few times back in the day, but I couldn't tell you where or when. I don't know.
Great.
There's nowhere around here.
It's good, but like that will get you to the bowl like faster than anything, as in like John, the toilet.
Yeah.
It just runs through your system like Metallica, you know. It's
no,
gross.
The worst is Golden Corral. You ever had Golden Corral?
No.
Golden Corral. It is, but when I was in high school, I was on the baseball team, and we went to Florida for spring training one year. It was pretty cool. But right across from the hotel we were staying was a Golden Corral, and they made a deal with them to have 2 meals there a day. So for a week straight, all I ate was Golden Corral.
Oh boy.
It was, you'd be sitting on the bench, be the third inning, you're like, oh boy, gotta go to the bathroom. And you're running around shitting, and they're like, where's Peralta? Where is he? He's gotta get up, he's gotta warm up.
Oh boy.
My brain's out.
So I'm not gonna go to Golden Corral anytime soon.
Don't.
But I think we should both get Pizza Hut and bring it on the show and just eat it together, and we'll do a review.
Get it separately.
I mean, it's now the official. I'm gonna like brand loyal guy only to the official brands of the NFL. That's how much I love football. So that's why I only drink Bud Light. Like that's the only brand that they really advertise. That, you know, a Geico, of course, I have, and then you know, now Pizza Hut. We got to do Pizza Hut. So
yeah. What about, do you shave with Gillette? Is that one of them?
Yes, I do. Of course. Yeah. I mean, that's a no brainer.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, but anyway, all right, we got to move on to our world famous segments. Taylor Hicks. All right. So for our first segment, we have haikus. So Tones, if you would begin the Japanese music. All right. In this segment, we both read each other haikus, which is 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and 5 syllables. They don't have to rhyme. You just have to read your poem, and then the other person has to dissect it. So would you like me to go first, or you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. Here we go again. California mudslides. Damn. God, when will it end?
All right. California mudslides, huh?
Yep.
They sound like a real bitch in this one.
Yep.
Sounds like they happen a lot.
Yeah. We don't know when it's going to end.
It sounds like the protagonist of this haiku lives in California. And he's been dealing with mudslides for a bit. But it doesn't necessarily have to be like a mudslide natural disaster. I mean, what do people use the word mudslide for? It could be, when does it end with these ice cream sundaes? You know, like a mudslide ice cream sundae. You know, like people keep eating these, are getting fat, and like, you know, when does it end?
Yeah, no, you took that a different way than I thought you would.
The natural disaster way, though, is like I keep these mudslides happen. Okay, they tear down my home, and then I have to go rebuild it with my mudslide insurance, and then the mudslide happens again. Where does it end?
Yeah, it's just mudslide after mudslide. You can't stop it.
I think they have to move if that's the case. I mean, obviously they probably have mudslide insurance, but their premiums must be through the roof based on the rate that they sound like they're happening. If I were them, I'd move as far away from hills as possible to avoid any sort of mudslide.
Yeah, just move inland where it's flat.
Yeah, move. I mean, I born and raised in New Jersey, never seen or heard of a mudslide one time. I'd move, you know, East Coast, you know, if they're happening that frequently, which it sounds like they are, you know.
Okay,
imagine having that problem. Mudslides.
Oh, mud! You see mud start creeping under the door.
What's that sound? Mudslide. Just takes the whole house down. Not again. But yeah, I mean, that's my advice to the protagonist in this haiku, is to just get out of where you're living. No matter, I mean, like, even if it's ice cream sundae mudslides or if it's natural disaster mudslides, it sounds like either way it's a problem. People are getting fat by eating the mudslides, or people are getting killed by living near mudslides. Just move out of there.
Yeah. So you couldn't be farther off from what I intended when I wrote this.
Okay.
It's okay.
With purpose, so I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. So this has to do with my bowel movements.
Oh,
Here we go again. California mudslides. Damn. God, when will it end?
California mudslides, huh?
Yeah,
Why so specific with the California
I
mudslide?
just need to fill the syllables, for being
Yeah.
honest. I was thinking about like what
You got
places
4
have.
out of California. That's
I
fucking
know, yeah.
feeling it.
And then I needed a seventh one, so I was like, damn. Threw that in there.
That was a mail-in haiku. You should have just let what I said was better than that. You having to take a shit. We get enough shit already about us talking about us taking shits.
I mean, listen, I was in the shower and I had just taken a shit and it popped into my head, and that's what I went with. Like this, I go with the inspiration where the inspiration brings me. I didn't just like sit down and be like, oh, I'm gonna write a haiku about shit. Like, no, it just came to me. It came
Would
to me
you
one
agree
day.
that haikus are considered art?
I think this is art.
Would you agree that art is up for interpretation?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, and that's
I'm
and that's
right,
why,
and you're
and that's why you got
right, probably wrong.
I mean, that's why you got to leave it vague, though, because if you leave it vague, there's more room for interpretation. And like, I didn't even think anything about ice cream sundaes when I was writing this, but you found that in there, and that's impressive. And that it's a testament to my writing ability that I could get the imagination going like that.
See, we learn a lot about each other and ourselves at the same time when we do these haiku segments. Okay, so my haiku, I needed some ham. So I went to the butcher, walked out with bacon.
Needed some ham. Went to the butcher. I walked out with bacon. So the fact that you actually have a butcher, or the protagonist has a butcher, is curious to me because you don't see many butchers these days.
I got a butcher.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because there aren't many. Like usually people just go to the grocery store and get whatever
Fenwick
they see.
Meats. He's at the Cross Street Market. I go there and I'll just be like, I'll take a half-pound ground beef, 3 links. Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
No, I guess I'm the protagonist now.
The protagonist. So you went there to go get ham.
Yes.
Right. What kind of ham? Do we know? Is it like a whole ham, or like ham that you put on your sandwich?
Maplewood smoked.
Maplewood smoked, like the whole like big hunk of ham, right?
Yeah, a whole ham.
Okay, a whole ham. So you went there to get that, and you ended up leaving with bacon. So something had to have gone wrong in there to have you leave. Not that there's anything wrong with bacon, but you walk in to get a whole ham and you walk out with a bunch of bacon. Something went awry.
Yeah.
Figuring out what it was might be that's what we're trying to do here. So when did you go in here? Was this around Easter time? Did you?
Hey, I mean, I might be the protagonist, but like, I'm not saying I am. This is up to you. You draw the protagonist yourself.
Okay. Well, my guess is you went in there to get the protagonist.
You know the facts of the case. Let's investigate.
The protagonist went in there to get the ham, and I'm guessing that there wasn't any left, because if you go in to get a ham, there usually isn't wiggle room. So you need the ham for something. You need the ham for a dinner, for a party you're throwing. So the fact that you left with something other than a ham, or the protagonist left with something other than a ham, leads me to believe that, again, something went awry. There weren't any left. Maybe it was during a holiday. It was busy season, ham season.
Yeah.
So you left with bacon. So you decided, you know what? Fuck this fancy dinner party. We're going to have a breakfast dinner party. I'm going to go get a bunch of eggs.
Would anybody object to that?
I don't think anybody would. Honestly, I don't think it's ever.
Couldn't get a turkey or ham, so you know what? We're having bacon and eggs. All right.
Maybe some ham in there. We get a little extra ham. Oh, no ham. No ham.
Get an omelet station. Thanksgiving. You just walk up with your plate, and it's like one of your uncles is making the omelets. You hire John Elway to cater from St. Joe's.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, omelets and bacon for Easter. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to take out of that. I mean, I've been kind of went down a long, windy road here.
Hey, that's what it's all about. It's art. It's up for interpretation.
Yeah.
Okay. Cut the Japanese music. That moves us to our second segment, which is a good old-fashioned horse race. Okay, Tons. So I'm still up big time. I bet the 6 horse. I don't know his name, but I saw him. This is one of the races that I bet where I don't see any of the odds.
Okay.
And I saw him walking around, and I was just like, that is the most majestic steed I've ever said. Those words literally came out of my mouth before. This is probably the most majestic horse I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So I bet him $10 to win. I threw the show bet out the window, even though I said I was going to stop doing that. But since I have such a nice pile up of winnings, I'm going to go ahead and take the $10 win bet.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's 5-1 when I bet him. So it's to win like $55.
That's not bad. Okay.
But we'll see if his odds went up. But I think it's 5-1. So the 6th horse, we'll find out his name once he's winning. They'll be saying it a lot. All right, begin the Rudy music.
On the long turf course, they're off right away. I've got a plan, and Zap to it are first away with Saddler Bay, who'll now be taken
middle of the pack.
And
Middle of the pack.
Seattle Rick on the outside, speeding up. Seattle Rick now to take the lead from I've Got a Plan, and Renegade Rivers up there close, while 3 or 4 deep to that turn run. Leading the way there out there is Seattle Rick.
I think I have Seattle Rick.
With 4 stacked up just in behind him now. As I've Got a Plans on the inside, the outside is Renegade River. And Zap to it is back in 4th position. Here is Stamped Racing on the outside and 5th in the clear.
We're in 6th place. We just made the first turn. And now he's making his move. We have a 25-1 in first. Seattle Rick is 25-1. He's in first place. Renegade Rivers in second. He's 21-1. I've Got a Plan is 7-1 in third. And Zap Tweet is 16-1 in third. We have a whole bunch of losers up there in the front. Plenty of room for the 6 horse to get up there.
Has every chance from there out of the clear 5th position. Saddler Base 6 Nitro Fuel, then Stomping Ground, crossing the blues will be walking the far turn.
This Seattle Rick.
Is yet to pick it up.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Seattle Rick's about to collapse. Good. All right, here we come. We're on the final turn. Hell's Corner. My guy's flying. Come on, 6.
Seattle Rick, but Stamped looming on the outside too is Saddler Bay, and up the rail. I've Got a Plan. I've Got a Plan.
He's coming. He's coming. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get up there. No. No. Saddler Bay won. Shit. All right. Next segment, we lost again. I haven't won a goddamn thing on here since the Preakness.
That was the only time I bet too, or one of them.
Yeah. Well, that was a disaster. It's fine. It's only $10.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's all good. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let's take a quick commercial break. Let's recoup.
Okay,
and we'll be right back. Where the fuck?
What happened?
I can't. The show. All right. I have to go to the tech. I think I might have accidentally deleted it while I was like freaking out with my fingers, but I already took a screenshot of it, so it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I got it over here. If you need.
No, I got it. All right. We'll put a little Real Men of Genius in there.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
And we're back. Sorry about that. A little technical difficulties, folks. A little accidentally deleted the entire script of the show while I was freaking out with my fingers on my phone. So, but we have it on a screenshot, so we're all good. So we are moving into our third segment, which is a What's Good. So I had to listen to Childish Gambino, Redbone. Danny Glover.
Yes, Danny Glover.
Danny
I was
Glover.
surprised you knew that.
I looked it up because I'm a big fan of Danny Glover, the actor from Lethal Weapon. So I was like, is this his son? It is not.
No.
Very disappointed to find out that it was.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was a good song.
I wouldn't even call it a rap song necessarily. Actually, not.
That's pretty poppy. I mean, it's our theme song from Stay Woke.
Stay Woke. Yeah, that's what I get.
So it sounds like a guy who's got this girlfriend. And he calls it, she's a Redbone, which I looked up, and I guess that means like she's black, but she's not totally black, right? She's
sort
like
of
some
lighter skin.
A mulatto.
That's easy.
Oh, is that not good? Not a good word.
It's not a good. It's not as bad as the other one, but it's still not great.
I thought that was an actual like way to describe people in like
textbooks. It is, but not like not a
not to call a Redbone.
Yeah, a Redbone, I guess, is more accepted than mulatto.
Mulatto. Okay. Yeah. Good to know. You see, you learn every episode. But it sounds like she's with him, right? And he's just like, listen, you suck. So you should stay woke and realize that you suck, and this is probably not going to work out.
Yeah, I guess you could
Is
say
that right?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like I just like this song. I never really like looked at the lyrics and broke them down. I just
Yeah. I mean, like it sounded
No.
great. Yeah.
no, yeah. I mean, like I never looked at it like that. So I'm trying to think. Yeah, like I guess he's just saying stay woke. Well, no, see,
He's saying to stay woke to her because like you should realize the fact that like I'm huge, I'm a big deal, and you're with me, and you shouldn't be. And I don't think you can satisfy my shit. So I can break this off any second and just pick up a supermodel, unless you could start figuring out in the bedroom in the sack.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, read the lyrics.
I thought it was. See, I kind of looked at it the other way, and again, I never really read the lyrics, but I kind of looked at it as like this girl that never really gave him the time of day, and he's just trying to get it.
You're pulling up the lyrics right now?
Yeah, I'm looking at them. Yeah, but there's a line.
Read the first verse.
Yeah.
About the satisfaction piece.
I wake up feeling like you won't play right. I used to know, but now this shit don't feel right. It made me put away my pride so long. You made a bleep wait for some for so long. You made it hard for a boy like that to go on. I'm wishing I could make this mine. Oh. So yeah, like
Sounds like he's confused.
This girl is playing games with him. You know, he's made him wait for so long.
Yeah.
But now he's saying stay woke. You know, ninjas creeping. They gonna find
ninjas
you
out of nowhere.
They gonna get you.
The chorus doesn't solve anything. It just sounds good. Doesn't get us anywhere in the plot.
Like there's one line.
I think it's just a case of him not liking her, even though they're together. I think that's exactly what it is.
I think he hates that he likes her.
Ooh, interesting take.
Yeah.
Oh, I disagree.
See, like, okay, so here's one line, or here's one little verse. Too late. You want to make it right, but now it's too late. My peanut butter chocolate cake with Kool-Aid. I'm trying not to waste my time. So he's saying like it's too late. Like I'm trying to not waste my time, but he's still calling her, you know, my peanut butter chocolate cake with Kool-Aid, which I could, because I've heard that line and I knew that line going into this. And I'm like, what does that mean? And I always kind of thought like those are like two like the sweetest possible things you could have combined. Like
it's too much sweetness though.
Right, exactly. It's too much sweet.
That's how you get cavities.
Or diabetes.
Yes, or both.
Or
so he should stay away. He should stay woke.
Yes.
Bang.
See, you helped me figure this out this song.
So now you know. You could tell everybody that song is about diabetics. All good. But overall, I thought it was a good song. Of course, I like the chorus. It's our theme song for one of my favorite segments.
Yeah,
but it was good. It was good. All right, so that brings us into our next segment, which is a Let There Be Rock. So you had to listen to "Soldiers of the Wastelands" by Dragon Force. So please, how did you feel about this song?
To be honest, I hated this song.
I'm not the biggest Dragon Force guy. Before you even get into this, I just wanted to give you something ridiculous.
Okay. This song was nonsense. I'll be honest with you. I didn't finish it. It was a 10-minute long song. I got about 5 minutes in. Like I can't listen to this anymore.
Unbelievable.
Listen to this. This is the chorus, right? Burning fires, burning lives on the long distant roads, through the lost mountains, endless, so far away from home. Warrior soldiers forever, we fought long ago. We're all lost in the darkness, so far away from home. That doesn't mean anything.
I mean, like I don't understand how you don't think that's awesome.
That's just nonsense. It's like
no, it's not. It's the life of a metalhead.
These sentences aren't saying anything.
There's a draft, okay? Imagine there's a draft. All right, and you get drafted to go fight on behalf of metal. These are the kinds of things you see. Some people go to Vietnam, and the metalheads, when there's a draft in there, you go to the mountains and face the gods.
But these sentences don't even fit together. Burning fires, burning lives on the long distant roads through the mountains so far away. Like what? They're just words. Like you said, like Manowar does like Mad Libs to make their songs. Like no, this is a Mad Lib, a terrible Mad Lib.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
Well, that's why they're not that popular, but they still play the guitar so fast.
Yeah, no, that I'll give them is they play extremely fast, and that's like probably why they even ever made anything of themselves.
Yeah,
and because like their lyrics clearly aren't the drawing.
They've been accused so many times of speeding up their songs, like on the records. But like I told you before, I was like, I've heard them live. I haven't seen them, but I listened to it on YouTube, and they're fast.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I mean, like, if for anyone who played Guitar Hero, this was like the last song you had to beat.
Nobody beat that song.
No one beat it. Through the Fire.
Unless you're a nerd or you went to Harvard.
Yeah, well, there was all YouTube videos back when that was like happening, of people like beating it 100% on experts. Like, all right, dude, like I don't believe that you did that. But
exactly. And
anyway,
they play it legit. I don't know how, and yet they're terrible. They're still a joke. Like, imagine like that. You're in the band, you're playing like those drums. Like that's a workout and a half playing a concert as the Dragon Force drummer.
These guys probably just take like a bunch of speed and just go out there and play.
Would not be surprised.
Yeah,
and that's the only reason that could possibly be happening out there on that stage is them playing that fast as speed. Like it's coke.
Even the keyboard guy was ridiculous.
They're all ridiculous, except for the singer with his terrible lyrics who doesn't play any instruments except for his voice, and he sounds like an idiot.
Yeah, it was, and that's the other thing. This song sounded almost exactly like Through the Fire and the Flames. So it's like, do they just have one song basically that they just?
Yes.
Okay. Right.
Yes.
Understandable. But yeah, no, like I said, I was just reading the lyrics. I was like sitting there, like I didn't have anything else going.
I gave it to you for the fact that you're going to be reading those lyrics and laughing your ass off.
It just made me angry. I was like, he made me listen to this fucking song. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh man, they're all about the same thing. Those metal bands,
you could like make like sense when you like say something. Like this is
their band name is Dragon Force.
Yeah, I guess that's nonsensical too. What's in Dragon?
The lyrics are going to be nonsensical 100% through the entire through the Fire and the Flames. I mean, like, read that title back to yourself, and would you expect anything different lyrically?
No. And again,
the Fire and the Flames would carry on.
Yeah, it's I never looked at those lyrics either. I never really thought about that. I just was always so flabbergasted trying to play it on Guitar Hero.
Yeah, no. But that was my ringtone when I was a freshman in high school. One time I was in science class and I forgot to turn my phone on vibrator, and it was like a dead part of class, dead quiet part, and my phone went off, and it was Through the Fire and the Flames. And everybody's like, "What the fuck was that ringtone?" Dragon Force. I thought it was cool back when I was 16.
But little fun fact: my first ringtone in 6th grade was "Candy Shop" by 50 Cent. I don't know if you're familiar.
I am.
Okay.
And then it's sucking dick.
Yeah, basically about just fucking and sucking.
Girls coming in and having yeah. That's real nice, real mature.
Yeah, like I melt in your mouth, girl, not in your hand.
See, I like songs about lightning and mountains, and you like blowjobs and fucking sex in your songs. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
I mean like
a little bit. I'm not like I don't need it in my songs, but a little bit can't hurt.
Yeah, I guess. Whatever. All right. We're gonna move to our 5th and final segment, which is a bringing it back. So, what are you bringing back?
I'm gonna bring back Capri Suns, man.
Oh, I'll tell you what, they're delicious, but getting the straw into that goddamn thing is the worst. I don't miss that one bit.
Well, here's the thing, and this is credit to J Mac, Bomb Squad member and cousin. He years ago mentioned this to me, and it's like stuck with me ever since. Is they should come out with like gallon-sized Capri Sun.
It kind of takes away from it, though. It would still have to be in a pouch. The thing that separates Capri Sun from all the other juices is the fact that it's in a silver pouch. Remember the commercial where it's like the like liquid metal people on surfboards? Morph all that shit. Like if you take the little silver metal pouch away from people, then it just defeats the purpose. I'm gonna go right over to Kool-Aid.
See, I like Capri Sun better, but maybe I think it's honestly. Because my biggest quip with it was never big enough. Like one of those could not satisfy my thirst. Like I drink
a gallon pouch.
Well, a gallon pouch would be nice, but like I think they did that on purpose because it's just enough to not make you like satisfied, so you have to drink another.
Yeah.
So you go through it quicker, you buy more, which is smart on their end, but I don't like it, and I don't think it's a very nice thing to do to make people spend more money. But I just I think. It should be acceptable. Maybe not a gallon pouch. Maybe like the size of like a normal like bottle of soda or like a bottle of water.
12-ouncer.
Yeah, 12 ouncer. Yeah, that's all I want.
Those pouches were like 6 ounces tops.
Yeah. Limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ever slap the bag with wine?
Oh yeah.
That's
Good
what
old
people
time.
should do. They should make that size, and you could slap the bag with Capri Sun. Yeah, and then like, except you have to like stick a straw in it or something. I don't know. The straw has to be like, 'cause that's the 50% of the battle with Capri Sun. That's what makes Capri Sun is getting the straw into that stupid pouch. You have to like really concentrate to get that thing working.
And like sometimes you poke it back through the backside, and you're like, "Fuck!" Now it's like gonna squirt everywhere when I drink it. You ever do that? You go down,
stab all the way through. Of course,
it's
ruined several lunches of mine. Because once you're in, you fuck that up. Yeah. You ain't having any liquids for lunch. You're done. No. You're gonna have a sandwich, and you're gonna go to class thirsty as fuck. You gotta hit the water fountain on the way there. You know.
And the worst is maybe like it's recess after, so you're thirsty.
You start running. You're even thirstier.
And you're sweaty, and you're hot, and you're thirsty, and you can't drink anything. The water fountains are gross. You don't want to drink out of the water fountains.
You have a heat stroke, you die. Yeah, I mean that's the stuff you had to worry about back in the day. You know? Yeah, but that's why you don't really hear about them too much. It's a shame. But yeah, they should really work on a bigger size pouch. I'm bringing back long hair, metal hair.
Okay,
long hair. I don't want to do it myself because I can't physically grow it.
Yeah,
if I could, I would. But like, imagine there was a time from like 1970, maybe even earlier, probably like 1960 to like 1993, having a mane of hair was considered like you're cool. If you're short, then you're, no offense to my people, gay. That's it. You had to have the long set of hair. And like, oh my God, do I wish I was alive at a time like that where I just got to grow out my hair and just see what I look like with a fucking rock and roll mane.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And like, I've tried growing my hair out before, not like that exactly, but my hair, it doesn't grow like down and out. It just grows like up. I get like a fro. But
yeah.
It's not like a curly fro. It's just like, it's like a chia pet. Honestly, it grows out.
That's what happens to Italians. Yeah, I turn into Dumb and Dumber, like pumpkin pie haircutted freak. And like if I really let it go, like I'll get like a really, really intense, barely a mullet. Like it would take forever for me to grow out like James Hetfield hair, like circa 1986.
Yeah,
but that would be cool to have that like happen again. Like denim jackets, long hair, boots, and like just chicks. Like everybody gets chicks.
Yeah.
I don't want them, but like the fact that they're available to me would be great.
They're just around. If you want them, they're there.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, nice. What do you do tonight? Like, we're gonna go get some chicks. We're gonna go score some chicks. And your jacket, cowboy boots, and long hair. That would be fun. Maybe go check out. We'll go check out Rob Zombie at the Whiskey or something like that. I don't know.
I feel like I'd be more of like the leather jacket kind of guy, like the slick back hair. I don't know if I'm
a greaser.
Yeah, I'll be a greaser. I don't know if I'm a denim jacket guy. I mean, it's in my blood, man. I have to go more with the Fonz.
You got Fonz blood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's actually Jewish, which is the funny part.
Yeah. That's I mean, I don't know if the Fonz he acts tough, but then all of a sudden you got like Judas Priest fans walking around. The Fonz ain't so tough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
When leather meets denim, who are you taking a fight? Street fight.
Yeah, I guess you gotta go. I mean, can we count motorcycle gangs or motorcycle?
Yeah, but they could both be motorcycle gangs. Just either denim versus leather, and it's like circa 1987.
87. I'd probably go denim.
Yeah, you gotta go denim.
Yeah,
denim 10 out of 10 times. Those guys have fucking attitude. They don't give a shit. Leather, you're old news. We're fucking here. We're not gonna take it. We're not going to take it.
Where are you guys now? You guys know where to be found.
We're at the PNC Art Center seeing fucking Journey and Kiss. Yeah, but we're bringing it back. So if you want to be back on this train, come join me. It'll be great. We'll have some supper, fart, call safety, maybe get a doorknob in there, throw some whoopee cushions down.
Growing out the mane while just chugging some Capri Suns.
Exactly. All right. Times. So that's the end of the segments. So we have our Talking Flicks / hybrid 4-pack questions, of course. It is a Thursday show, so we had our movie assignment. So I had to watch Leon the Professional. And Tones, of course, had a stone cold Caddyshack appearance because he had never seen Caddyshack. So we're all on edge here. we're really like looking forward to hearing somebody who's our age who's never seen Caddyshack how it holds up now. So, Tones, what's the official report?
So it was very funny. It was very funny. I feel like it's one of the movies that I'm gonna have to like watch back a couple times to get some more of like the subtle, quick jokes.
It's quick humor. Yeah.
There's a lot of quick one-liners, so I definitely have to go back and watch it. But I mean, nothing bad to say about the movie. Love the people in it. I mean, forgot Rodney Dangerfield was in this movie. I love that guy.
Yeah.
He has no respect.
Wang, it's a parking lot. Let's go.
Yeah, I wrote down some of his lines. I just thought these were hilarious. And this line I actually like say like around my house, like with my dad and stuff. Like I didn't realize it was from this, but when he's in the gift shop and he looks at the hat, he's like, "Hey, they give you a free bowl of soup with that hat."
Oh, dude, this is the worst looking hat I've ever seen. You get a free bowl of soup, you buy this hat. Oh, that looks good on you though.
There's another scene later on. He's like walking around the it's like some kind of dinner reception or whatever, and he's like, "Last time I saw a mouth like that, I had a hook in it."
Yep.
I don't know what that means.
You know what the crazy thing about this movie too is with Rodney Dangerfield is like he was completely coked up out of his mind the entire time.
I heard that, yeah.
And that's why like you can if you watch it back, like he is never in one scene standing still. Like he's always like his hands moving and his left leg is just going up and down the entire movie.
Weren't they all like coked up the entire
They were
time?
all doing they went into that they went down to Florida. They found the only course it took them forever to find a course that like literally would accept the terms that they blow up the golf course for them to rebuild, like for them to pay the money for.
Yeah.
And then when they finally found it, they went down without a script, and the entire thing was a party. And they like wrote it on the fly. Like the movie was supposed to be way more about the caddies, but then like they just realized the talent that they had, so they kind of just went on the fly with it, you know. And
I could see that because like you can see in the beginning they kind of try to establish.
There was
all
no
the
plot.
No,
like him with his caddy scholarship and everything. Like it was never like, and then it just dove off with the match for $50,000.
Yeah, and the kid he had like he lived in a house with like 50 people, and they just never like revisited that.
How many Cokes do you have? I don't know, 4 or 5. What are you, a diabetic?
Yeah, the caddy master, I guess you would call him, right? Is that what you call him?
It's Bill Murray's brother.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, it's funny actually. Like where my family lives in Florida, there's a restaurant Caddyshack over there because it's by World Golf.
Oh, in Florida?
Yeah.
I drove by it. Is it near Disney World?
No, it's up far. It's by like St. Augustine.
I was driving to Jacksonville and I saw it.
Oh yeah, it's right by Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's it's right up there, but that's like actually the Murray brothers own that. And I've seen I don't know if it's this one. I think it was his other brother. There's another one, right?
Yeah. The caddy master is Bill Murray's brother.
No, but I'm saying isn't there like a
third brother?
I think that
I don't know. Not sure.
I saw one of them. It definitely wasn't Bill. I saw one of them there at the restaurant once, but yeah, no, and I love the other line. This is the last line of Rodney's, but he goes to the judge's wife. He's like, "You want to make $14 the hard way?" I just love. Like I don't know. I think we need more comedians like him nowadays.
He crushed it. Yeah, he was hilarious. I still think to this day the movie. I mean, the reason that movie holds up so well is because Chevy Chase. Everything that comes out of his mouth in that movie just absolutely cracks me up. And he's just like, "I like you, Betty. It's Danny, sir." Danny. Everything.
Yeah, he keeps getting his name wrong. I mean, he's great. And even Bill Murray, like he wasn't like nothing in particular he did was like laugh out loud funny, but his just whole plot line of him just trying to chase this gopher and just keeps progressively getting bigger and bigger weapons to try and kill this thing.
It is a classic. And would you think that it's funnier than Airplane?
I don't think it is.
Okay, you're in the minority on that.
Yeah,
one.
No, and like I said, it's definitely a movie I have to go back and watch more to get. And I've seen Airplane hundreds of times almost.
So I'm like that. I've seen Airplane 100 times too, but I've seen Caddyshack probably 200 times.
Yeah,
and Caddyshack, like if you go back and watch it, every single fucking line, is absolutely top notch.
No, and again, like I was saying, I have to watch it some more. But for me personally, I have to go with Airplane.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so I had to watch.
I got to rate it.
Oh, you got.
I got to rate it.
Dynamite.
I'll give it a 8.2. 8.26 Dynamite.
8.2. That might be the highest score that we've gotten with the movies that I've given you.
I think it has been.
That's probably the most classic movie of all time. So you're probably gonna get a lot of backlash from this.
That's fine. I'm here. I'm willing to accept it.
Keep watching it. Watch it over and over again. Appreciate Spalding And the doctor who's Dr. Beeper.
I love when they had like the tournament going on, and like everyone was just in the back taking bets, like behind the bushes.
$50 says the Smails kids picks his nose. All right, you're on. All right, so I had to watch Leon the Professional. So this movie was fantastic. It was good. It was really good. Gary Oldman was insanely awesome once again as a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's about like this perfectionist of a hitman and his neighbor in his apartment building. This little girl, she's 12 years old. Her dad is like a dickhead involved with the mob. They all get killed. Her whole family gets killed. She ends up moving in with him real, like, you know, on a whim. And then she falls in love with him after, well, he teaches her how to be a hitman because that's all she wants is to be a hitman, right?
She wants to get revenge on the people that killed her.
On the people that killed her little brother.
And this little girl is Natalie Portman, by the way.
Natalie Portman, yeah.
Like one of her first major roles.
Yep. And she wants to kill Gary Oldman, who is a psychopath in this movie. I cannot emphasize enough how much of a crazy fucker this guy is in this movie, and that's what made it so awesome. But she started like hitting on the main character who's like 40, and it became like a weird pedophile thing.
Yeah,
that was my only bone to pick with this movie.
Yeah, that definitely made it weird.
Because I wanted it so bad to be like he wanted to look at it as a father-daughter relationship, and like that's what I thought it was going to be, like a wholesome, like, you know, a guy who just lives alone has like this poor 12-year-old show up and he just treats her as a daughter. But no, she loves him.
Well, yeah, it's so. And I didn't get this the first time going through, but I kind of picked up on this stuff more and more this time watching it. You know, if you look at him, Leon. You know, he came over from Italy, I believe, to become a hitman. And the guy, Tony, his boss, was saying, like, you know, when you were here, like you were involved with this girl and you got into a bunch of shit because of her. And like you've been, you know, so he hasn't, since then, he hasn't really had any interaction. You know,
I looked into that plot line, though. So it's been solved. So basically, he fell in love with the girl over there. They were the same age.
Okay.
And then her father disapproved of it. So then he was pissed off and killed the girl that he loved and then killed the father and then fled to come over and then learn how to be a cleaner around here.
All right. Okay. So I didn't know that.
Same age.
But like, so what I'm going with Leon is he's not like, even though he's an adult, like other than when it comes to like actually killing people, he's still a child. You know, he drinks milk all the time. You know, he drinks 2 quarts of milk a day. You know, he doesn't know how to read. When we first meet him.
Yeah.
And then you look at Natalie Portman's character, you know, we first meet her, she's sitting there smoking cigarettes in the stairway. You know, even the way she dresses, like, you know, a 12-year-old girl shouldn't be dressing like that.
Yeah.
So she's like very mature for her age and he's very immature for his age. So it's kind of like they're almost meet in the middle.
Yeah, but he's old and she's 12.
No, I get that. I'm not.
I get how like the roles are reversed, I guess, because he might as well be the 12-year-old and she might as well be the 40-year-old.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. So I mean, that's kind of like where the emotional connection gets in, between.
I get that, and then the emotional, connection ends up being like, oh god, this guy's a fucking pedophile, basically.
Well, no, so he didn't do anything. I mean, she was pushing for it, and he was just like, hey,
he never said like, he never really was just like, no, like,
yeah, no, he didn't. And again, he's an emotional child, so he's just like doesn't know how to handle that. I guess I don't know. It's just interesting that they kind of both learn from each other.
Yeah,
ways, and again, I could have done without the whole potential pedophilia line.
I wish they just made it where she accepted the role of her being the daughter of this guy. Like, my entire family has been killed by the mob. I need somebody to look after me, else I'm gonna be homeless. So I'll do the housework around here. You do your hitman stuff, and it'll all be good. But she's like, no, I want to be a hitman too, and also I love you. And it's like, well, that was terrible writing. You shouldn't have done that. It was so much easier to make this movie great with this guy being such the most badass hitman of all time than to throw in a love story with a 12-year-old and fucking, her also being kind of a bitch at the same time.
You said that. I didn't really see her being a bitch. Like, what did she do that you thought?
Well, she walked downstairs when he was in the middle of a hit to the guy, the old man who's like the hotel keeper.
Yeah.
And she's just like, he's not my father, he's my lover. And the guy's just like, what the fuck? And then kicked him out of the hotel. Like, you think he needs that?
Yeah, no, he doesn't. He definitely doesn't. But that was right after they got into that argument. So I guess she was pissed or whatever. But Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean,
Well, the argument was over her being in love with him and him saying like, well, I'm old, you're young, but yeah, I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird, but it was a good movie. Gary Oldman killed it. I give it a 6.9 sticks of dynamite.
are you doing this on purpose now?
You giving me a whole bunch of 6-9ers.
All right, okay,
Yeah,
that's fine.
all right, so that brings us to our second question for Talking Flicks, which is new movie assignments. So obviously you just have Road Warrior because we had a stone cold situation of you not seeing the greatest comedy movie of all time, or one of them. But you got that out of the way. You didn't like it. I get it. I'm just kidding. No, but you should have seen this before. But yeah, you have Road Warrior. So what do I have to watch?
Have you ever seen Boondock Saints?
Of course.
Okay.
The with William Dafoe.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll give you another one then. What about, you ever see Snatch?
No.
Watch Snatch.
Okay, I'll watch Snatch.
So
What's
it's
it about? A vagina?
No, it's a Guy Ritchie movie. He's the director.
Who the fuck is Guy Ritchie?
He's a British director. He did Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
His name is Guy Dick.
Sure. Okay. But it's like a young Jason. This is like early '90s. It's like a British movie. Early young Jason Statham. Brad Pitt's in this one. Basically, it's kind of like Inherent Vice in a sense, where there's a bunch of different storylines.
Oh, so yeah, so it's a movie. I have no idea what's going on, but it's got Brad Pitt, so I'm good. I'm all in.
Brad Pitt's character is awesome. He plays he's like a gypsy that he talks. You don't understand anything he's saying, but he gets involved in this like underground like boxing ring, and he just one punch knocks out everybody. He's just like a ridiculous fighter.
All right.
And yeah, so I mean, it's involved. There's like the mob involved. So there's like 5 or 6 storylines going on.
So it's pretty much like every other movie that you've given me thus far.
Yeah, and all the storylines like.
I'm stopping you there. I like to go into these movies blind. I hate to hear anything about them. That's it.
Okay.
All right. So now I already know too much. I know Brad Pitt one punches people. See, come on.
It's not an essential part of the movie, but whatever.
Yeah, but that's a great part of the movie that I wanted to be surprised by.
Okay.
Damn it.
All right. All right.
All right. All right, so we're to our third question of the Talking Flicks 4-pack hybrid, which is a list demand. We'll throw a soundbite in there. We'll come up with something for it. A list. I already got one. Nice. All right, so name your top 3 actors who play villain roles. Like any if you're making a movie and you have like a really intense bad guy in your plot, like what actor do you want playing him? Top 3.
So are we going back and forth, or are we doing? Yeah, let's go back and forth.
Let's go back and forth.
Yeah, let's go back and forth. All right, so my first, I'm going to go with Alan Rickman.
Oh,
Snape. Hans Gruber, Snape.
Snape.
To Hans Booby, Hans. Two iconic villains.
Happy trails, Hans.
Yeah, so he's got that voice. It's just that Eastern European kind of.
Yeah.
Just that bad guy voice, like.
But he's got the European, accent to it.
Yeah.
For my number 3, I have Brad Dourif, Chucky, and also the Gemini from Exorcist 3.
That's a good one.
Can we put a soundbite of his voice in this just so people know? Because we talk about him a lot, Because we talked about Exorcist 3 a lot. I want to get a demonstration of this guy's fucking terror voice because it's horrifying.
Okay.
All right, sweet.
And I just want to say again, this is like no particular order, my list at least. I don't know about yours, but I'm just kind of rattling guys.
I guess I mean my number 1 is the number 1, but the 3 and 2 could be exchanged.
Okay. All right. Well, the next one I have down is Jason Isaacs. He I don't know if you know who he is. He's in The Patriot. He's the bad guy. He's the colonel of
I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah.
Because of The Patriot.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the worst.
Did he die? That fucker. Every time you watch The Patriot, you want to just see that guy just die a slow, fucking painful death.
Yeah, that's one of the most satisfying endings to any movie when he gets fucking killed.
Yep.
Spoiler alert.
Gibson kills him, and then America wins. Basically,
yeah.
The battle that got America on top to win the Revolutionary War. I have James Woods.
Okay.
James Woods is I don't think he plays anything. I don't think he's ever played a good guy. He's always a bad guy, and he's damn good at it. Casino. I'm drawing a blank, but I mean Ray Donovan. I guess if anybody watched that, but he
always shows up in Family Guy too. He's
he does.
Bad guy in Family Guy.
Yeah, he's always a bad guy, but he's got the perfect look and the perfect voice for being a bad guy.
Yeah.
You know, so if I want, like, he's like the greasy villain though. Like, he can't be like the evil villain if you're writing a movie, but if you're like, you know, he's holding hostage like your wife over like cocaine, like that. Yeah. James Woods is your guy. All right, so who's your third one?
William Dafoe.
Yeah, he's fucking psychopathic looking.
He's a fucking weirdo. But yeah, I mean, from the Green Goblin to even in Boondock Saints, like I guess it's debatable in Boondock Saints if he's a bad guy or a good guy, but you know, he's the antagonist for a little bit at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just. And I couldn't really think of any more roles off the top of my head, but he's just like such a creepy dude.
The Green Goblin.
Yeah, I said that before. The Green Goblin.
He was a good guy at Platoon. He just got. I used to make the analogy back in. Remember? Never mind. Back in one of my classes, you remember the Scantron tests?
Oh yeah.
So I always used to, if I like bombed one and had like the red marks next to the ones you got wrong, I would always say like, "Oh my god, my Scantron looks like Willem Dafoe in Platoon." He's the one at the end who gets shot up with a machine gun. He's trying to get to the helicopter. Always got a guaranteed laugh out of the teacher. It was a good future brownie point situation.
Yeah,
solid one for the back pocket, you students. So my number one is it's no brainer. It's Ralph Fiennes.
I left him off because I knew you were going to take him.
I mean, he is the ultimate bad guy.
Yeah.
He is a bad guy. I mean, that's it. I mean, like, you're not going to cast him to be fucking, you know, Forrest Gump. You're going to cast him to be Hitler in Forrest Gump in case he was in World War II. You know?
That's a good call. I mean, I was like thinking about him. I was about to write it down. And I was like, no, Tom's going to take this one. I'll let him have that.
Yep. And he was literally like the worst Nazi of all time in Schindler's List. Yeah. He's Voldemort. You know, I mean, what else? He cheated on Quiz Show, for Christ's sake. I mean, like,
he was the bad guy in Bruges. In
Bruges, he was the bad guy. Exactly.
Yeah. He's always the bad guy.
Yep. So, yeah, that's a good couple lists. All right. So now we move to our fourth question of the Talk of Flicks 4-pack hybrid. To wrap up the show, it's a simple one. What do you think is the funniest movie of all time?
Me personally, I had to go with Step Brothers. You don't like that?
That's a good movie. It's by far not the funniest movie of all time, though.
It's my personal favorite. I mean,
your personal stuff stinks. So.
I can quote every line from that movie, and it was. I mean, in recent years, I don't think we've seen anyone go on a run like Will Ferrell did. When the Anchorman, you know, Talladega Nights, Step Brothers, like that whole old school.
Are you kind of sick of him at this point, by the way?
Now I'm a little bit like he hasn't done much great stuff like recently, and he hasn't really done much at all. But no, but I'm saying like that run, like when he was huge. Like everyone was quote Ricky Bobby.
He was the next Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was. Oh man, those movies were all great too. But yeah. I will have to go. I'm going to do this on a whim because I was going to go Caddyshack, but I really think that Dumb and Dumber is the funniest movie of all time.
Dumb and Dumber is great.
I think Dumb and Dumber is like literally pound for pound the funniest movie. I mean, like even when you throw Airplane in there, like line for line in that movie, like even right in the beginning, it's like, excuse me, when he's lying about like having to go do a fucking surgical operation. I mean, like a whatever class because he's a doctor. Yeah. That's a lovely Jersey. I mean, that's a lovely accent you have. New Jersey, Austria, Austria. Like, everything about that movie cracks me up. But I don't know. Caddyshack right up there, and then an Airplane, and then
Monty Python in there too.
Yeah, and Animal House, of course.
Well,
yeah.
You're
spazzing out, robotic voice.
Yeah, you are too.
Ah, boy. Let me fix it. Did I fix it?
Yeah, it's better now.
All right, sweet. I fixed it with the power of my voice. All right, that's the end of the show.
Just in time.
Yeah. We'll see you next time. Tones, any post-show thoughts?
No.
Good. All right. See you next time, Bomb Squad. We love you.